Thought I'd do a garden video. Well, there's this tiny bit of sun left. Still loads of rubbish. We're going to walk this way up the path so you can't see the rubbish. Look! All the canes have come down. All the canes are there now. So for the first time since they got big, it's an agitated bird or two, isn't it? It's a pigeon. But for the first time since my elders have got big, they are unobstructed. They've had all the canes removed and you can see them. It's a shame I didn't come out earlier. Look how big they are. I mean, these only went in the ground last year. Like, I think the beginning of last year they were like this big. I did plant this one down a bit deeper because of its structure. So yeah, that's nice and sturdy. Gonna have to cut some of the branches off. I'll leave that there. I was gonna pull it out, but look how big it is. I might sort of train these ones back a bit like that. So I don't want to cut them off necessarily. Broccoli's coming. Big broccoli. Let's see if this one's got any on it, shall we? No. Oh, it has got some coming actually. Not so much sun here as out the front where they're covered in broccoli. So I was on my hands and knees yesterday. I was just turning over the path because lots of things are germinating in there. There's also a lot of cat poo. So I started just turning over. I'm going to clear all this area and push it back down that area, and then I'll bring in some clean chips. I'll get 2,000 litres of them delivered later this year, and put fresh ones down for the cats to crap in. The ivy is really bad growing in the garden this year. A tree came out of there, so I need to top that up, refill it. Every foxglove in this garden is appreciated, but I want to know what's underneath here. I'll try and move it a bit. There's such long stems, don't they, broccoli? It looks quite empty here now. It looks like quite a big bed. Now the pea hedge is gone. I'm going to move the bin with the oak tree and my old dog in it and make that area nice this year. And this is nice to see. They're going to be so pretty. Some delphiniums, and I know these are delphiniums, not parsley. This is just growing everywhere. I did spread it out in the garden last year because I thought it was sage. I even ate some, I'm not going to lie. It's really spreading now. I've pulled this up because I noticed and I've broken it up a bit. I've noticed that birds take it, I think, for nests. My yarrow's doing really well. So we start coming into my little medieval garden area. This area all around here, strawberries are spreading. And the strawberries are spreading, look. Loads of them. That's a lemon balm, that's quite happy there, it's taken on one. There's some onions left over from the seeds I sowed. Should we pull one up? No, we'll leave it. And this elder has 3 trunks, which is nice. I wasn't going to keep this one. I probably said this before. I just put this in the ground with the intention of just keeping it alive until I found a home for it. But it's a bit close to the patio potentially, but it should be alright. My apple tree is really sprung up actually. More strawberries. It's really sprung up. It's really sent this up. Oh wow, I've got to stretch. It's really big now. That's cool. This is growing from a seed from a supermarket apple. I'll take this one off. Nice. Pull that grass up. Lemon balm's doing well there. See, it's really spreading. These brambles aren't great, are they? And there's a big patch of it. I call it lamb's ear, I don't know what it's called. Big patch of it, but these brambles all have to go. And you can eat this stuff. It's something wart. It's very high in vitamin C. And it's got pretty flowers that you can eat. I don't even know if you could see flowers then. First wave in the mirror of the year. Hello! That's finally growing. The bush out the front, it's the same age as this, it's just not growing in like 4 years. Might be the soil. Pretty. Got blossoms. And there'll be some flowers around here. And I'd cultivated a pot of nettles. More of it here, look. See? I was quite surprised that these stayed alive all winter. Must be a very sheltered. And the weeds I pulled up have actually started growing because they've been on top of here for so long. But I'm going to come out here and scatter some seeds. I'm hoping that they flower. But this looks like a right mess. But under here is lemon balm, lots of lemon balm, and lots of yarrow. I ran out of space to plant last year, so I'm not pulling up anything I'm going to regret pulling up. Too late. So I crowded this area with my yarrow, my little yarrow babies. I didn't think they were going to grow really over winter yet. They're still all green. The lemon balm has been green all winter, so I'll be to get loads of these docks need to come up, and I'll separate my yarrow out. I want to see if I can split this bush this year, and I was pleased to see I didn't have any foxgloves this year. That's the first time I haven't had any foxgloves in a very long time, because although last year was my first year really growing, I'd always grown just foxgloves. But I was really pleased that these have come, so I'll be taking those up. They're not going to flower this year, obviously. So I don't think we have any foxglove flowers this year. By the time I clear this back, you can see there's lots of strawberries. This is going to become mainly a strawberry patch. I'm actually going to put my blueberries. I've got 4 blueberry bushes to move. I'm not sure what that is. I need to sort this out, and I'm going to have to cut that elder back because it's growing out of the wall, which is a shame. I don't like killing plants. But there you go. So amongst this little mess, these are those massive snapdragon things. I'm going to come out and do the seeds. I hope that's a hollyhock, but I really have no idea. It's growing up through this granny's bonnet thing. Look, creeping buttercup. I must annihilate that ASAP. That's why I killed this garden in the first place. So I've got some lupins, which is really nice. I think my little onion's coming back again. And I've got lots of forget-me-nots. Look at the size of that. That was fernleaf lavender that came from seed last year. So I'm hoping that's going to make an appearance again soon. I nearly pulled one up the other day. These delphiniums, they finally look like they've taken, because they've been very precarious. This is some sort of flower. These might be a flower, or they could be onions. I'm not sure, because I planted some onions just so they flower. You see, the birds love being in those bushes. Oh my god, love being in those trays, having a bath. Oh look, clutch of foxgloves. Now, this is confusing me. These are last year's foxgloves, and they flowered. So I'm kind of thinking they have to die soon, right? But confused. So I've got lemon balm there, loads of lemon balm there. I've probably got too much lemon balm now, but I had so much. I'm going to need this to pop my garlic in. Saucy. And then strawberries, and as you can see they're going mental. So there's some parsnips left. I pulled one up day before yesterday just to have a little look. I'll let them go for a little bit longer. I can see there are some more parsnips in there, so look, there's a little baby onion. There are a few onions still in the ground here, and I think there's also a lot of capto. So what I'm going to be doing is, this is the old spud patch. I just didn't look after it last year, so I'm going to move the soil from here to here to top it up. Obviously we've got a lot of height there with the boards. And then I'm going to put some grass seed down there just so I've got a little grassy area to sit and lie down under my elder. God, that's a real mess there. But wait a minute. I should see the state of my tunnel. Oh, stop it. Forget-me-nots have gone crazy here. And of course you've got this that bleeds bright yellow. It's a pain in the ass. I got a feeling it would take over if it was allowed to. And that's not out. It has to be dug out. Look at that colour though. I wonder if you could use that as dye or paint. Loads of forget-me-nots. But I don't mind that because they cover the ground and they're really easy to pull up, so that's fine. Dun, dun, dun. The tunnel of death. It's the tunnel of death. State of it. Look at the state of it. Oh my word. I say it's actually not as bad as it looks. I came in here with a knife and just cut the plastic because obviously there was so much water in there. Like a pair of really baggy pants hanging down. There's a lot of weight on the frame. Really wonky now actually, this frame. Can you see? It's not exactly straight. But I'm not going to do it today because I'm a bit too sore. In the neck and skull region today to be lifting my arms up high and dragging things out. But I'll probably just take all the canes down first and it'll be much easier to take this down, won't it? And we'll take this down. I might put it back up this year. I might not, because it's kind of handy to have the rain. I mean, I collect the water, I know, but it might be just handy just to have it coming down. I can always collect it in the middle or something. We'll see. But it's a bit mouldy, isn't it? It doesn't look great. One thing that's of concern to me is all these seeds. Can you see there's so many of these seeds? Ooh, and there's so many of them. So I need to get as many of those up as I can. But at least it'll be warmer working in here. A little foxglove, that's nice. Lemon balm. Oh look! Oh, I'm so chuffed. That's my wild flowering carrot there. It's coming back. I'll be putting that out in the garden this year. We've got some nettles. We don't want those in here. Oh good, they've spread. Saw one of those, I can't remember the name. There's one just there, a really pretty little flower on it. Is it cyclamen or something? No. More foxgloves. They've got snuck in, haven't they? That's cool. So that's nice to see that they've spread. Might dig them up and put them down the foresty end of the garden. It's the wear end. But I was hoping to see a trace of my French lavender seedlings from last year, but no sign of them. This is going to be really easy to clean up, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's not going to be difficult. I don't want to break all my string trellis that I put up last year, if I could possibly help it. Stinky. Yeah, I'll be taking all this out. I really want to turn the soil over, but I'm not going to turn the soil over. I'm just going to weed it. Because that's the whole point, isn't it? It's not digging it. Oh, the state of it. It looks like it's been abandoned for about 10, 15 years. So this is the before, isn't it? I'm not going to show you what's down that end where you can see, look at all rubbish. That yellow bag there, that's full of weeds. And there's all this rubbish. And then where my second tunnel was, the cover's just been blown off and destroyed, and there's just the frame. Which I'm not going to show you that area now because it's that disgusting. It's that disgusting. So, 15 minutes. This is the most conversation I've had in a couple of days. Did I have company yesterday? I may have had some company yesterday, I can't remember. Yesterday, day 4. That's not as overgrown as I had feared. There's another one of those plants, see, that bleeds yellow, and there's a big clump of it there. It's really annoying. I was looking at that Christmas tree this morning while I was waiting for the kettle to boil for my first cup of coffee this night. I was thinking, that's like 2 years. 2 years that's been there now. Took quite a while. See, there's more of it there. And a couple of foxgloves. Oh, I do like to get me nuts, the coverage they give, it's nice. State of it. State of it! Oh my word. Oh, the stalks down there, we're going to have to dig those. Oh look, that's one is rooted on the top of the plastic. Let's just get it up. Oh wow, look. So many strawberry plants. This is just going to be my strawberry patch. And what I want to do is get some netting because of these pooing everywhere. I want to get some netting and construct like cages around my blueberry bushes and my strawberry plants and stuff with the canes. I don't know if I'm going to do, I don't think I'll do a bean tunnel this year. I might, who knows, maybe I'll do a bean tunnel down there, we'll see. Might focus just on tomatoes, aubergines, some brassicas, peppers, fruit, and not do beans. Oh, carrots, and then obviously lots of different leaves. Might not do beans, and then I might try and focus more on flowers. I wanted to, it was going to be a riot of colour last year. It was. All these flowers, all these major, really tall towers of flowers, yeah. No. My honeysuckle's coming on. I've got to trim all this bloody ivy though, which is really annoying. It's really painful. It keeps coming over. And look. Oh, sorry, I'll shush in a sec. My little black elder, that really needs to get in the ground, doesn't it? Let's put it in the sun. Let's give you a little bit more sun. There you go. You're so beautiful. Look how pretty. One of 3 that survived. Hopefully I'll kill them all. And then these broccoli, oh, it's a shame. I was hoping they weren't gonna try. I'll put them in the sun. These are the same age as this broccoli. It's just they never made it out of this pot, and so they never got big. Well, I was hoping to do an experiment with them this year and put them in the ground and see what happened, but they're producing now, so I don't think anything's gonna happen. They're just tiny. I haven't done any seeds yet this year. Oh, I'll do some more courgettes. I'll do some more courgettes as well because they were fun. Look at the size of that courgette rotting down. They're great to edge a path with. And then I've actually got some trays left with these, I don't know what they are in there, foxgloves. They're like wildflower, wild mixes with birds or something. And I'm amazed actually, there's nothing here pretty much nothing here I didn't plant apart from ivy. Because I picked the docks and dandelions. There's a lot of bare earth, which is really cool. Right? That's really cool. But then I did dig all of the beds. I have gone over it on my hands and knees with a trowel and weeded to a depth of about 8 inches. So it's been pretty thorough. Before, if we just sit like that, the sun's pretty and it makes it look nicer. So here's my before, up to the really dodgy area. We won't go beyond that because it's a real mess behind there. And hopefully I'll have some sort of after to show you soon. We shall see. We shall see. That was long. That was conversation for me.